All right, next up, Joe says he's a serial entrepreneur that loves to create things. It doesn't matter if it's a business, a silly video, or even a life-sized unicorn. Please welcome to the stage, Joe Taylor.
I first met Bill in 2008, and I had just finished my first film with my brother. I thought it was going to win Sundance, but it was really bad. But anyway, I'd been bit by the filmmaking bug, and I heard about a group locally here called Champaign Movie Makers that had just started up. I think some of the people started are here in the room tonight. And I was really excited, so I went to a meeting, put my social anxiety aside, and went there, and there was a whole room full of people that were crazy like me that were willing to spend their time walking around filming weird things. So it was really exciting to get to know that there was people like this, and Bill was one of those people in that group. I knew him through that, but we didn't really get a chance to get to know each other too well then until a little bit later on. Bill was kind of between positions at the university, and I foolishly, my wife and I had decided we were sick of financial security, and we decided to start a vineyard and a winery out by Oakwood. And so Bill came out and he worked with us for a brief period of time. This is where we really got to know each other, and we found out that we were very similar. We had so many things in common. The first thing was we both loved cheeseburger, pizza, and Chinese buffets. It was shocking. And we both had careers as portrait photographers. We had both had businesses that dealt with fossils. He had worked at the Field Museum, and I had done work for the Field Museum. It was very strange. And our birthdays were only about, I think, 10 days apart. So we actually formed this thing. We call it, a little side note here, called Joe-Bilee. Instead of just getting one day for each of our birthdays, we decide we deserve that whole period between both of our birthdays. And how it works is it starts on my birthday on April 16th and goes to Bill's on the 21st. And every day you bring us food and you tell us we're awesome. So it was why Bill was working with us out there that we both had this love for filmmaking. Bill was kind of in front of the camera. He was this tremendous actor. I liked being behind the scenes, kind of behind the camera, and it was this perfect match, and we had this synergy going that was just really exciting. And we decided to get into making some goofy commercials, and it was about the time crowdsourcing started really hitting. And I think our very first one was for Snickers Candy Bar. They were having some contests online, and we shot 4 or 5 videos with some of the folks that are here tonight. And we ended up winning, and Snickers actually bought our commercial. It was amazing. And we did more of those. I think we did like 25 over the next 2 years, and we actually sold national spots to La Quinta Hotels and Simple Green, and we were finalists in a bunch of others. And that was really exciting, and that kind of spurred us to do more stuff together. And we decided we did some plays. We actually, while we were pressing grapes that year, we wrote a play and performed it at Halloween that year. We've done a bunch of other short films together. That was really fun. Actually, while we were pressing grapes too, we even came up with the idea to do a comedy-based web series, which we've done our 9th episode, just released yesterday, and it's had over 5.6 million views online altogether. So it was just, we just having a blast. I think one of the things that we did, that's one of my favorite shots right there. One of the things we did recently, and there's some people here tonight that helped put it together, but the Pens to Lens series, don't worry, that was not a real unicorn, that was a fake unicorn, so. I love unicorns, really, I do, so. If many of you know probably about the Pens to Lens series that was around last spring. I think we're going to do it again. It's where kids write scripts, and then the local filmmaking community produces the films. And we did one of these last year, and it was just a blast. And one of the fun things about it that I really loved was we were casting. We needed some girls to be in it because it was written by a girl in 3rd grade. Actually, there they are. And as we were doing the casting and we were talking to some of the girls, one of the mothers, she just kind of was laughing, and I couldn't figure out why, and she looked at us and said, "You look like old men, but you act like little boys." And I thought, I really love that. It was one of the best compliments that I feel I could ever have. I own that. So one of my goals in life was to never grow up. So that was a really fun project, and we just do all kinds of things, kind of whatever we want. There's such a tremendous group of people around here that that are into this filmmaking, and they're really talented folks, and it's inspired me. It's, you know, being around people that do things I love. I should tell you about our film festival. So we do a film festival. Bill and I we love short films especially, and we came up with this idea. A lot of film festivals are kind of hoity-toity and really pretentious, and they're kind of like wine snobs, but film snobs, and we're like, okay, we're gonna do the anti-film festival film festival. And so he decided he's gonna host it as a drug, alcohol, and sex-addicted Easter bunny. So you can kind of know where that goes. Bill often plays multiple characters in the film festival while he's hosting, and it's been a lot of fun. A lot of the local filmmakers, too, make material for that. So it's been quite exciting. That's one of the highlights, personally, for me every year is working on the film festival. I just feel really fortunate to be around this group of people. Even though Bill's the vehicle here that I'm showing you, it's really about a bigger group of people that I feel honored to call friends today. To do, the Santa Claus. To be able to do something you love and to find a group of people and have friends that you really enjoy being around, you know, that's really one of the best things there can be in life. You know, it really doesn't get much better than that. So really, I feel so honored to be part of this. One of the big lessons I learned too, there's one of the filmmakers, you know, his production company is called Shut Up and Do It. And so, you know, I love that spirit. We kind of all just jump into these things. And I need to leave you tonight with a big splash. And so, since we haven't seen any video, the last video here is literally a big splash, a scene from our very first episode of our web series. So let's see if it plays.